friends, welcome back to the Avocado Toast Budget. If you are new here, my name is Lexa, and today we are going to break down the best online bank accounts in 2021. Hi friends, welcome back to the Avocado Toast Budget. If you are new here, my name is Lexa, and today we're going to look at how much money I made my first month being monetized on YouTube. Before we get started, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. It really helps out the YouTube algorithm, helps boost this video to the top. That way more people can find this content. We've got a lot to cover, so let's go ahead and get into it. The first thing that I want to do is just cover some background information. That way you guys know where I am coming from and you understand my journey up until this point. So I started uploading to YouTube on September 30th of 2020. I uploaded my first quick ways to save money YouTube video using my iPhone camera and just natural light that I had from the windows and the lights in my house. I really didn't invest anything in order to get started with YouTube. What some people don't know when they first get started with YouTube is that from your first video, you are not monetized. You cannot start placing ads on your videos until you hit the requirements that are set from YouTube. And right now that is a minimum of 1,000 subscribers and you have to have 4,000 watch hours within the last 12 months. Once you hit those, then you can apply to get monetized and to have ads on your channel. So again, I started uploading on September 30th, and the day that I was qualified to apply for monetization was February 7th of 2021. So it took me about 4.5 months to get monetized. Everyone's journey on YouTube is different, and I do realize that that is much faster than most people. The same day that I started uploading to YouTube, I had hit 50,000 followers on TikTok, and to be perfectly honest with you, I don't know how many I had on Instagram. I wasn't keeping up with that as much. If you've watched any other videos, you know people say that getting those first 1,000 subscribers is always the hardest, and it definitely helped for me to have some of that audience that I was able to take from my other platforms. So once you apply for monetization on your YouTube channel, it usually takes anywhere between like 24 hours to a few weeks. It really depends on the person. I was really lucky. It took me like less than 24 hours to get approved. And when you do get approved, YouTube will automatically start placing ads on all of your videos. With YouTube, you are paid out once a month. So all of the money that you get from the first of the month to the last of the month, so anywhere between the 28th and the 31st, is paid out to you the following month on the 21st. So for example, the money that I earned in February, I am going to receive on March 21st. But you only receive that money if you hit the minimum threshold of $100. So in order for YouTube to pay you out, you do have to accumulate at least $100 in YouTube ad revenue for them to send you that check that month. So now that we've covered my background on this channel, how YouTube ads works and everything like that, let's go ahead and get into the big question of how much did I make my first month being monetized. Okay, so like I said earlier, I was officially approved to be monetized on February 8th. That's when ads started getting placed on my YouTube videos. So I have changed up the date range on here from February 8th to February 28th. That way we can see just the information from when I was monetized. So we can see here under my estimated revenue that I made $188.74 in that first month of being monetized on YouTube. Now again, I did not hit monetization until the 8th, so that is about 20 days of YouTube ad revenue. But this will be the amount that is on my first paycheck from YouTube, and I did hit that minimum $100, so I will be receiving that check on the 21st. Now, for transparency's sake, and because I think that it's interesting, I'm going to go ahead and break down all of these numbers for you, just in case you are wondering how YouTube ads work, how much YouTube pays you per view, and all of that. So if we come over here and click on RPM, that is revenue per mil, something like that. Basically, it is just how much YouTube is paying you per 1,000 views on your channel. And this really varies widely. I have seen videos where people are making around $2 all the way up to $20, sometimes even more, per 1,000 views. And you can even see on here, it varied per day. So even though the average for my RPM was $15.65, we can see here that like the most I made one day was $22.60. This first day, I made $1.41, and that's because I was only monetized for part of the day on that day. But really, it looks like the least amount that I made per 1,000 views in a day was $12.18. Now, this is a relatively high number just because of the content that I make. Talking about personal finance and YouTube and budgeting and all of that, it just happens to be a topic that companies are willing to pay a little bit more for to show ads on your channel. Now, this number over here, the playback-based CPM, this is how much the advertisers are actually paying YouTube per 1,000 views to show ads on your channel. Now, of course, YouTube is a company, so it does take a cut of that. It's usually around 50%. So this is just showing you the average amount that they were paying YouTube. This is not the amount of money that you are making. This RPM is the amount of money that you are making per 1,000 views. And if you scroll down here a little bit more, it'll give you even more information about your videos and how you are making money. I really like this one because it shows you the top earning videos for the date range. So we can see my first month of being monetized on YouTube. These were my top 5 videos. The most that I made off of one video was $28.77. That was my Why I Don't Follow Dave Ramsey. This one I actually did launch in February, but it's so interesting to me because this video, Why Not Budget for Beginners, and the best way to pay off credit card debt were actually some of the first videos I ever launched on my channel. So it's really cool to see that these are still making me money even though I launched them months ago. YouTube will also tell you how much you are making off of certain ads. As you've seen on YouTube, you've probably seen multiple different kinds of ads. There's the ones that play at the front of the video that you can hit the little skip now button after 5 seconds. There's some of the shorter videos that you can't skip. There's those little bars across the bottom, and sometimes there's even ones that are like on the side too. So this shows me that the majority of my ad revenue is made by those skippable video ads that are at the beginning and end of my videos, and then sometimes are in the middle of my videos as well. Now, if you are a small YouTuber and you're wanting to kind of compare numbers, again, just know that your RPM can really differ. Even my RPM between videos differs a ton. I still want to give you some context, so I'm going to go over here to this overview tab and show you how many views and watch hours that I had during this time. From February 8th to the 28th, I had about 12.5 thousand views and about 1.6 thousand watch hours. So you can do the math, or if you have similar numbers, you can kind of start to estimate how much you might make. But again, it really depends on that RPM value. We can even see here on my different videos, this is my Why I Don't Agree with Dave Ramsey Part 1 video. My RPM for this video is $17.49. And if we click back and look at the one that is right below it, this Why Not Budget video, my RPM on this one is $21.65. So you can see even between those two videos, it really varies. And we can see I had this like big spike of my RPM was actually $56.87 on this one day. And then it's gone back down to around $18 the last couple of days. So again, it seriously varies. Another important thing to keep in mind is that this $188.74 will not be taxed. So I will need to set aside at least 30% of this inside of my business account in order for me to be able to pay taxes on this money. So really this is gonna look more like $130 for the month. But I am really excited about those numbers. I cannot wait to see this channel grow and see what I can do with it. Hopefully, if you are a small YouTuber, you're just getting started, or you are looking to get monetized, this kind of helps you understand those numbers and see where you might be at and how much money you could be expecting to make from YouTube, depending on how many followers you have, your watch time, and your views. So that is it for today's video on how much I made my first month being monetized on YouTube. I really hope that you all enjoyed this. Don't forget, if you did like this video, to give it a big thumbs up. It really helps out the YouTube algorithm. It helps boost this video to the top. That way more people can find this content. And if you want to learn more about saving, investing, and paying off debt and how to finally feel more confident with your money, make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below. Also push that bell notification. That way you get notified every single time that I upload. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.